I gotta say, it's kind of different and weird being the only human in the studio right now, not counting all the interns and stuff. Hey, yeah, I can use a soda. Yeah, cool. Thinking back to the days when it used to be 3 guys doing the show. Now it's just me and a computer. I don't even know where Lou is. I think he's trapped in the room where the comments for the show come out. I think he'll probably write comments. And one of my band's still on a trip outside the country. Let's see what the supercomputer knows. Randomizer. They say AI is going to replace all humans. Do you think that's possible? Do you think they can replace somebody as unique as me? What do you think?
You are next. Hit the music.
Welcome to TFSPOD, otherwise known as 24/7 Podcast. Yeah, 24/7 Lou, winning championship rings. While Ric-Hard is your conference favorite host. Yeah, you know it, the one-man band is the wrestling trivia king of kings. A dice, a wheel, another deal. The randomizer will tag in to make the spiel. TFSPOD, TFSPOD, TFSPOD. Welcome to the wrestling home of super fans, where we clash with facts and master plans. Opinions soar and predictions unfold, while our championship Goldie shines brighter than any other gold. Join the excitement, raise your voice. In this wrestling realm, we will make some noise. Each matching night, our hearts ablaze. United we triumph, under Goldie's shining. TFSPOD, TFSPOD, TFSPOD. I said TFSPOD, 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 TFSPOD.
TFSPOD. Woo! Welcome everybody to the TFS Pod. I'm your host. Get that out of my screen. It's Ric-Hard here. 24/7 Lou's hiding in the room where the show comments are made, I guess. I guess he's too scared. Or I think we need to call a locksmith. Maybe we call. Is that what we're doing? We're trying to get him out of the room, or we're trying to keep him in the room? Someone give me an update on that. Anyways, folks. Woo! What a weekend. Well, we're trying to forget about him. Randomizer. So nice of you to join me for this co-hosting experience while I figure out where my other hosts have gone. They have one heck of explaining to do. That said, I am not joined by the one-man band, nor am I joined by 24/7 Lou, because it's me and not any of these guys, because we are slapping each other with, and that's me and you, the randomizer. That's right. I don't know why that sounded like I'm slapping flesh. It just sounded like I'm slapping metal.
Your favorite host, the randomizer.
You know what? This makes me want to do a poll at the end of the year. We might add the randomizer as a host to the show. That is actually going to be fun.
And you know it.
Oh, okay. All right. That said, we are slapping each other with facts, opinions, and predictions. And I don't know. There we go. Facts, opinions, predictions. Yep. And it's all for Goldie. That's right. Because right now we are going up for 2 predictions events this weekend after we do a quick recap of Vengeance Day. So let's get to it. Vengeance Day started off with Blake Monroe going up against Jada Parker, and we had Blake Monroe get the win in what was a good opener. And only 3, so half the board got a point on that, including myself, Jeff, and look at that, the randomizer. Congrats, randomizer. That was pretty good. Pretty good guess. And then we had Tony D'Angelo go up against Dion Lennox. And this match actually had a feel of an Attitude Era brawl. We had a lot of fighting before the match. Out in the parking lot, followed by through a roll-up door. Somebody got put through a door, I think, or kicked through a door, which just looked like ceiling tile. Shout out to the props department on that one to make that door look like it got a hole punched through it. That was cool. But Tony D'Angelo ended up getting the win against Dion Lennox, putting me
no blood in that match. No blood in that match.
No, yeah. No, NXT is on Peacock, so it's more PG. But we got me and Jeff in the lead at that point, and then became 1-on-1. And then it came down to Tatum Paxley versus Izzy Dame, and my girl Tatum Paxley, who I am becoming a very big fan of. I really like how far she's come. I'm liking her theme song too. Her theme song is actually really catchy once I heard it. But she got the win against Izzy Dame. She is the women's North American champion. And I was honestly surprised. I'm going to say this. I was surprised that Tatum Paxley won without a reveal that she had help from somebody. Because she had the culling at ringside. You had people get involved. And it just felt a bit much, you know? Izzy Dame getting screwed over by her own hubris and being costed the match was also really cool. I think she inadvertently attacked or struck Sean Spears, who doesn't even seem like he's the leader of his own group at this point. But congrats to Izzy Dame on the win. I mean, not Izzy Dame, Tatum Paxley on the win. Getting yet another championship under her belt. Very impressive work. And that match put me in the lead. Odd faction? Yes. Yes, oddities. A group of, like Wyatt 6. I mean, come on. It should be the Wyatt 6, right? They fit with Izzy. I mean, damn, I keep getting confused. Tatum Paxley's character,
You just study that question, hey? You got a journalism for that? You gotta be joking me.
Yeah, I get it. This is Lou. We get it, Lou. We get it. You're trapped in the comment section. Just wait for your picks, okay? I'll read them out when you submit them. Next match was the Underground match, and now some people might vocally complain about the amount of time between this match and the previous match, and how, why are they taking so long before the next match? Why are there so much segments going on and ads and commercials and stuff? Because you got to take off the ropes for the Underground match, people. Okay? Yeah. You can complain about it, but, you can't, ropes just don't magically disappear from the ring. And then guess what? After the Underground match, if it's not the main event, you got to put the ropes back up. And for safety's sake, you better make sure they're tied up. Which makes me argue that if you're going to do that, the Underground match should either be the opener of the show or the main event. That way, you get it out of the way, and it doesn't disrupt your flow of events. But in terms of this match, we saw Lola Vice, who had her dad at ringside. That was pretty cool. Get a win against Kalani Jordan. I believe now she is 3-0. Or she's either 3 or 4-0 in Underground matches. Somebody fact check me on that. But she won with one of those spinning back fists out of nowhere on Kalani Jordan. Props to Kalani Jordan. So here's what I'm going to say about this feud, because I'll be honest, I wasn't following it too much, but the package before it got me because of one thing. You basically had the locker room turn on Kalani Jordan because she became TNA Knockouts champion, and she chose side TNA over the NXT locker room. So she's kicked out of the locker room by locker room leader Lola Vice. And of course, They also took a shot at her coming from a gymnastics background, not even like a fighting background and stuff. So they were like, yeah, this isn't, you're not meant for this and all that stuff. And it kind of came across as one of those, oh, we're ostracizing someone because of where they come from, not because of their talent and their all this stuff. Because don't get me wrong, Kalani Jordan is a talented competitor. So there was a part of me that was like, man, I think Lola Vice is going to get her comeuppance, but Kalani Jordan already made Lola Vice tap out in a previous match, or knocked her out, I think it was, in a previous match. So it was time for Lola Vice to get her win back in front of her dad in what is essentially her home state. So yeah, Lola Vice for the win. And at this point,
05 Miami exclamation. Dale.
Dale. All right, Randomizer. Okay. But this time it was basically elementary. I was getting the win on this because Randomizer, you were out of contention. A bunch of people were out of contention. The most they could do was hope to tie, but nobody was going to tie because Joe Hendry got the win. And the main story coming out of this was, what was Ethan Page up to? Was he out there to help Ricky Saints? Or was he just there for his own self-interest to indicate that he wants to go for the title? Because he had a chance to help Ricky Saints with the title, and he screwed up not once but twice. You know, once is an accident, two kind of a coincidence. If it happens a third time, Ricky Saints might want to reconsider his partnership with Ethan Page. Which, by the way, I didn't know they had a thing. Apparently, when you turn heel, you just forget all your bad blood, because those two could not stand each other when Ethan Page was North American champ. So, I don't get it. Ricky Saints turned heel, and all of a sudden, he's friends with his former heel enemies. Either way, I got the win. I got the crown. I'm on a roll. That's my third win in a row. So, with that said,
admit it, you got lucky, Ric-Hard, real lucky.
Right. Randomizer, how about you do us all a favor and say the line that everybody loves. Come on. Whoa, that sounded almost human. Is that the error message? Okay, fine. I guess I'll say it. Me, Ric-Hard, get the scoreboard.
Get the scoreboard.
Oh, it's too late. Too little, too late. This scoreboard is brought to you by Bring Back 3MB, baby. Folks, WrestleMania is coming up. Drew McIntyre doesn't have a story going into WrestleMania, it seems, after Nick Aldis decided to screw him over. I personally believe there is a story for Drew McIntyre out there, and that's that he rejoined up with a lovable gang of two other guys who just love to air guitar and rock out to their own music in their heads. Maybe. I don't know. So I say you bring back Jinder Mahal. You bring back the legend Heath Slater. You pair him up with Drew McIntyre. And you get yourself some 3MB. Come on, folks. Put it on the socials. Put it on the media. Hashtag bring back 3MB. Bring back 3MB.
Real. Bro, get over it. Ha, ha, ha. 3MB real. Bro, get over it. Ha, ha, ha.
Okay. All right. You're right. We had enough with the peanut gallery. Let's get to the score. And here we go. Ha, ha, ha. Yourself, Randomizer. You're at 0 because in first place, we have none other than the Tornator. And he has 6 points. Woo! Woo, yeah. Damn, man. Man can get no love right now. He's got a solid lead, too. But behind him, fresh off his third win in a row, it's myself, Ric-Hard. Feels great to finally hear it. Oh, look at me. Second place and closing in on first. Watch out, Tornado. I'm coming for you. And behind me, it's Hollywood Jeff, the current TFSPOD champion from 2025. Look at him looking fresh with the title. I understand there is a vignette coming with how he won the title and how he got awarded it. Should be interesting once the editing crew gets it. Lou, since you're stuck in the comment section room, maybe you could use that time to edit the vignette for us and have it ready. Just make yourself useful. But that said, Jeff is in third place, and he is at 2 points.
Sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
Yeah, I acknowledge that I'm ahead of you. And speaking of being ahead of someone else who is not here to say anything. No way. Yes, way. At 1 point on the board. It's 24-7. Lou.
Dude, why must life be so hard? Why must I fail?
And what's this? It's the audience scoreboard.
Here comes a new challenger.
It's Damian Heater, and he has 5 points on the audience scoreboard. Give it up for Damian Heater.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Oh, whoa. Damn, is that really how we feel? All right, sound guy. Jeez. Come on, let's give it some enthusiasm. 5 points on the board for Damian Heater.
Woo! Woo, yeah.
All right, I guess not. Jeez, that's so mean. And everyone else is at 0, including viewers like you, folks. If you're watching right now and you got picks in mind, predictions for how you think AEW Revolution is going to go, or AAA's Reyes and Reyes Night 1 will go this Saturday. We're going to be covering the matches. You can put your picks in. You could get on this scoreboard. Have your name on the lights until the end of the year. But all you got to do is you got to beat me. That's right. The man who's on a hot streak. You got to get a higher score than me. And by the way, if the new rule, there is going to be a new rule in this. Because tying with the person that you have to beat just isn't going to work out if there's less than 5 matches on the card. So if you're in the audience, I'm letting you know right now, you need to get a perfect score or beat me outright on a show that has 5 matches or less. Okay? No more of that. Oh, well, we tied, and it's not a perfect score. No. If you tie with me, it better be because I got a perfect score, or the person or whoever you were challenging got a perfect score. All right? No more free points on the audience. Audience point inflation is real, and it's becoming very apparent. So we're going to address that right now. You got to beat me. Bring it, members of the audience. You don't got what it takes, okay? And with that said, that's the scoreboard. Back to you, guys. Thank you.
I got a 0. Hey, donuts are good for you, I think.
That's right. You got a 0, what, Randomizer? You suck. That's right. Tell him.
Fool this man.
To keep
What's
having
the
a
order
0.
of fighters? What's the order of fighters?
Okay. All right, fine. Let's get to the order here. So, I'm here live. Nobody else bothered to show up because they're all scared. So, I go first. Followed by Lou, who is in the comments here section. So, he's a little bit more present than everybody else. Technically, I feel like he should be in the audience scoreboard contention, but we're going to... We know his situation. Don't worry, Lou. That locksmith's coming soon. You hear me? It's a good thing. It's a good thing we have a mail slot that we could like slide in some food here. I'm gonna see if I can slide in some some Twinkies later. Hope you like them. But We're gonna do Reyes the Reyes first, it seems. But in terms of the order of combatants, I don't know why I slipped on that. It's I go first, followed by 24/7 Lou, followed by the One Man Band, who submitted his writing picks, followed by Slide of Pizza. Yeah, I'll think about it. Yeah, we'll talk about toppings later. If you say pineapple, you're not getting a pizza. Damn, I lost track. After One Man Band, it's Torinator, Hollywood Jeff, and the Randomizer. That's right, Randomizer. You go last, so get ready to just.
Revolution starts here.
Okay. All right. The AI revolution is real. So here we go. Reyes the Reyes. Let's cover that one first. It's 3 matches, so easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I don't know why we're starting with this match though. I feel like this should be the main event. Yeah, this should definitely be the main event. So should I call an audible? Yeah, let's call an audible. We're gonna go in reverse here. Starting with the Fatal 4-Way match, and in that match, it's gonna be between Santos Escobar, La Parca, the original El Grande Americano, and of course, everyone's favorite, El Grande Americano, or as I call him, Ludwig Kaiser Kano. And I go first on this. What a coincidence. So, look, La Parca, no, don't give it to La Parca. Don't give it to Santos Escobar. It's got to be one of the two. And look, Dominic, if he wins the Mega Championship match, kind of still a heel. If Hijo the Vikingo wins, he's definitely a heel. Look, the people want to boo him like he poisoned the water supply in that town.
It's funny because it's true.
But whoa, popping out of nowhere. Jeez, Damien, here you could at least give me a warning here. Okay, all right. Santos Escobar was your pick. That's your pick, really. Santos. Put it up on the screen. Come on, don't hide. I'm gonna have to disagree. I think it has to be a face, and who better to do it but El Grande Americano. And by the way, I'm talking about Ludwig Kaiser's Grande Americano. You'll know what I mean. If you're confused, it's not the original one. It's the second one. So El Grande Americano is my pick to win it. It's got to be a face. Lou, you're in the chat. Who do you got winning? Let me know. El Grande Americano wins, not the Shorty OG. So, El Grande Americano. So, essentially, what you're saying is, if I'm getting this right, this is what you did.
Copy and paste.
Yeah, very poor form, by the way. Poor form. You could have gone with a different pick. I think the heel wins the main event of the show. Precisely. If the heel wins the main event, so shouldn't you have a face like El Grande Americano win? By the way, El Grande Americano is a face in Mexico for AAA. So there's that. But that said, I don't make the picks. I don't know what's going on, so we're just gonna move on from this. Here we go. One Man Band says El Grande Americano. Look at that. We're getting some consistency here. And then we got the Torinator picks Santos Escobar. Hollywood Jeff picks Santos Escobar. And the Randomizer, we already got Damien Heater's pick of Santos Escobar, so we technically have 3-3. That's a 50-50 split. Who does the Randomizer pick? It picks El Grande Americano. Randomizer, why'd you pick El Grande?
El Hablascal, I like him.
Wait, what? I didn't catch that.
El Hablascal, I like him.
You just like him? That's it?
El Hablascal, I like him.
I think Dom loses another title. Yeah, I think Dom loses another title too. I agree with that. I mean, he's cursed. So is everybody who hated on Danhausen's debut. Matter of fact, I think Lou hated Danhausen's debut. And look at where he's at now. Stuck in our comments section.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Oh, hey yourself. Hey is for horses. Come on, Lou. That said, we have a 4-3 split. Sorry, La Parca. Sorry, El Grande Americano, the original. It's between El Grande Americano, the new one, and the presentation was bad. Yeah, so is your comments. 4-3 split. Gonna be an interesting one. Will Santos Escobar get the win? We'll find out. Next match, it's an open challenge for the AAA Reina de Reinas Championship, and it is between Flammer going up against who knows? Who knows? It could be anybody. Could be anybody. Could be Santina Morella. Hopefully not. I hope it's somebody better. But it genuinely could be anybody. So, with that said, we get the first pick, and should we alternate? Yeah, we are going to alternate. Lou, you're in the comment section. Oh, any idea who answers Lady Flammer? Okay, so I want it to be someone different, you know? And this might sound weird, but I think it should be somebody from NXT. And the person I have in mind is Zarya. Because Powerhouse needs to be somebody that ends her legendary title win. Watch a WWE lady wins. Yeah, I mean, it is going to be a WWE lady. Look, if ever there was someone who should answer it, someone else I also have in mind for some reason is you could have a title unification moment. You could also have JC Jane answer it. That'd be cool. 24/7. Lou saying Natty can finally win it. So is that your official pick? You're going with TBA? The end of Flammer's historic reign happens at Reyes the Reyes Night 1. That's your pick, Lou? Because she's held it for almost 2 years, I think now. Over 2 years. And then other people are saying Natty. I keep going. They're really trying to make Natty into a thing. But Natty's got her own thing with Becky Lynch and AJ Lee and all that. Yes, it's your turn. It's your turn, Lou. We're alternating between you and me. You can't talk, but you're in the comment section and you're live. So come on. Who do you pick? TBA or Toxica? Yes, I'm not stalling. I'm not stalling. I can't wait for the debut of Nikki Blackheart. She's going to be a star. Nikki Blackheart. You know what? WWE's been knocking out of the park with their women's division, so I'm actually curious for it too. I thought I was worried when Julia and Stephanie Vaquer got the call up, and they got rid of Cora Jade from NXT. I thought they hollowed out the division too quickly, and I do think I was correct on Julia being called up too soon. But I think it's going to be interesting to see where they go with the women's division on NXT and in the main roster. That said, we got Lou saying TBA, and I'm inclined to agree, Lou. TBA as well. TBA to be announced will finally defeat the Toxica Flammer. All I can say is I hope to see at least a little bit of hindquarters action in this match. Trained by Gangrel. Hey, you know, I actually got a cameo video from Gangrel for my birthday. That was super cool. My 30th birthday. Still got it. Fangin' and banging. I don't know why. I feel like I made the gold dust sound effect. And here we go. We got look at that. Damian Heater's going bold. Lady Flammer for the win against the TBA. Okay. All right. So I say TBA. Lou says TBA. What does everybody else say? We've got the one-man band saying TBD, otherwise known as mystery opponent. The Tornator says Flammer. Hollywood Jeff says Flammer. And the Randomizer says TBD. Look at that. We got another 3-4 split. This looks like it's becoming CWO versus CWO in the audience versus the main cast and the Randomizer. What do you say, Randomizer? What do you think?
Buy peaches, new camp, baby.
Oh my gosh. That's inappropriate, okay? I just got to tell you this, Randomizer. That is unacceptable.
And your language is inappropriate.
So what?
Oh, okay. All right. So what?
I heard you say it.
You know what? I'm going to say it.
Fuck you, Baltimore.
Baltimore catching strays. All right. Let's go on to what's probably going to be the main event here. It's Dominic versus Hijo de Vikingo. And the contest has a stipulation. A very special stipulation. If Dominic Mysterio wins, Vikingo can't challenge for the title as long as Mysterio is champion. But if Vikingo wins, Dominic Mysterio has to leave AAA. Talk about high stakes. Oh man. And think about this. What would the irony be if Dominic Mysterio is kicked out of AAA after talking about being the king of the luchadors at a show called Rey the Reyes, night 1? Doesn't even go through the whole series of events. Just night 1, Rey the Reyes, gone from AAA. Now, wouldn't that feel like he was kind of having some really bad luck? Kind of like a curse. So, yeah. I'm going to say Dom Mysterio is going to get the pin and lose. He's going to lose. Sorry, Dom. Bye-bye. You're leaving AAA forever. Or at least until that stipulation is done away with, which I don't think will ever be. So, yeah. Dominic Mysterio for the loss. I pick Hijo de Vikingo for the win. How long do you think Moxley versus Alpha? Is it going to go an hour? No time limit? I say 40 minutes. 41 minutes. 10 hours, says Lou. Okay. Yeah. No. And here we go. Damian Heater says Hijo de Vikingo for the win. Okay. All right. Some logic there. And we got Lou saying Hijo de Vikingo wins as well. Look at that. 3 for Hijo de Vikingo. Finally, some consensus, it seems. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got here. One-man band says Dominic for the win. Okay. And then we got Tornado says Hijo de Vikingo. Hollywood Jeff says Hijo de Vikingo. And the Randomizer says Dominic Mysterio. We have 2 picks for Dominic Mysterio. Now, I can't ask the one-man band why he picked Dominic Mysterio. I'm actually very curious what his hunch is there. But, Randomizer, why did you pick Dominic Mysterio for the win?
Dom has had a hard life. He is my boy.
What? A hard life? What the hell are you talking about? Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, that's just
I was in the pen.
the randomizer. You were in jail. That's what you're gonna tell me. A computer was in jail.
Don T asked.
Okay. Okay. All I can say to that is from this. Here we go. That's Reyes de Reyes. Now let's go to AEW's Revolution. Whoever's touching that, please stop. I got this. Jeez. You know, video guy, you forget I control your paycheck. Okay? What's that? You're an intern? Well, okay. Well, even more reason not to piss me off. You know what's worse than working for free? Paying me to work for you. Or rather, paying me to work for me. Oh, man. Vikingo goes after AAA. Does he go to the NXT or main roster? Nah, he's an NXT act. Definitely an NXT act. But I don't think he leaves AAA for a while, especially after what happened with Nino Hamburguesa elbowing a fan. So there was that, and yeah, Vikingo's not going away from AAA for a while. He's literally their hottest heel right now. Like I'm surprised he's got the heel heat. By the way, Omos is at ringside for the match with Dom. So get ready to see Dom lose by shenanigans outside. Also, that said. I also want to do, now that we're talking about people getting released for interactions with the fans or inappropriate actions in wrestling, I want to give a shout out to, I think it's OVW. They recently had a referee take a bump and have a seizure in the ring. And the response was not ideal for what happened. And that referee, whose name is slipping my mind right now, but he's an OVW referee, is currently in a coma after taking that bump and having a seizure. Yeah, he had a seizure during the match. And as wrestling fans, I'm speaking for myself here, but I feel like a lot of people walk through these sentiments. We don't like seeing people get actually hurt in the show. I don't want to bash the promotion for how they did. This is a teachable moment to take the lesson from this and make sure it doesn't happen in the future. Even though it rarely happens, when it does happen, there should be a proper response ready to go. So I just want to say to that referee, we're rooting for you. We hope you pull out of this and that you're able to live a normal life after this when you get out of that coma. Wishing you a speedy recovery, man. Thank you for the job you do. It ain't easy being a referee. You not just there, but doing the other stuff. So, yeah. Shout out to that referee. You're in our thoughts and prayers. We hope you pull through. And yep. That's exactly what happened. And tonight, you're pointing out that Randy turned heel tonight on Cody. I mean, it was bound to happen. They were teasing it forever, so I still think that WrestleMania card is way too safe. Yeah, bound. Yes, it was bound to happen. I'm telling you, people want Cody to turn heel, but it ain't happening. Randy's going to be the heel in that match. Apparently, Cody just makes people turn heel on him. Whether or not Randy actually gets booed, though, is a different story at WrestleMania, but we'll see. Bound, Cody should go heel. Yeah, let me tell you this right now, Lou. Not going to happen. So, yeah, Cody's there to keep getting merchandise and stuff sold. and it's not going to happen. Drew versus Jacob next week, but I think there will be no winner, and that match will get a finish at Mania. Maybe. We'll see. But right now we're talking about AEW Revolution, and we're going to start this off with the 21-man Blackjack Battle Royal match. Now, I do got to make a note here. For this is for you too, Damian Heater. So the options for this match, because it is a casino battle royal or blackjack battle royal, whatever. We only know confirmed Ricochet's in the match. He's a champ. Tommaso Ciampa's confirmed for the match. And then we have 19 to be announced wrestlers in this match. So this match will not be worth 2 points if it's correct. This match is only worth 1 point because you only have 3 options. Ricochet, Tommaso Ciampa, or TBA wins. That's the options. Now, obviously, 19 out of 21 people in a match are pretty good odds. So, tempting, but this is wrestling. So, weigh your risks accordingly. With that said, I go first on this. And I'm going to say TBA for the win. Yeah, Ricochet doesn't retain in a blackjack battle royal, whatever that means. I prefer when it was called the casino battle royal. So I'm going to go with TBA for the win. That's my pick. Lou, who do you got to win? Oh, and in terms of who I think wins, who would win if I TBA'd it? Screw it. Wheeler Yuta. Yeah. Wheeler Yuta's my pick. That's who wins. Rick O'Shea gets the win. He gets help. That's your pick, Lou? Ricochet? Okay. Hey, that's your pick. That's your pick. What am I supposed to do? And we got Jack Perry for the win. So Damian Heater's picking TBA. Okay. All right. That's 2 for TBA, 1 for Ricochet. So, Lou, you better hope everybody else agrees with you. Here we go. Woman Band says TBA. The Tornator says Ricochet. Oh, look at that. Somebody agreed with you. Hollywood just says TBA, and the Randomizer says Tommaso Ciampa. What the? Okay, Randomizer. Why'd you pick? Why'd you pick?
It is in his name, Ciampa.
It's in the name. Okay. You know, all I can say is,
what the hell is that?
That's your logic? His name is Ciampa. Ciampa. Oh, boy. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're just going to move on.
Yeah, what's your name?
Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, it's in my name. I'm always hard. That's right. That's right. Shut you up real quick. All right, second match. It's Toni Storm going up against Marina Shafir. The delayed response to somebody typing in for you is crazy. Oh man, this is the peak of AI, folks. This is the peak of AI. Okay, Toni Storm versus Marina Shafir in a singles match where everyone is banned from ringside. So this is essentially meant to make sure nobody interferes. Would be hilarious if someone still interferes. Let's see how this plays. Because how do you enforce that rule? Everyone's banned from ringside. So if somebody shows up, like, who gets DQ'd? How do you know they were there to help somebody in particular? How do you determine who wins? It's wild to me, you know? So I don't know how to approach this, but in terms of who wins, I'm going to say Toni Storm. Toni Storm for the win. That's my pick. Put it in the books. Timeless Toni Storm for the win. Nice. And we got Lou saying Tony for the win. A lot of fans of Tony Storm. Okay, all right. Hey. As long as you're a fan of that Tony and not Tony Khan. Hey-o! Oh, man. Okay. All right. So that's 3 for Tony Storm. Let's see what everybody else said in the write-ins. We got One Man Band says Tony Storm. Okay. Tornado says Tony Storm. Hollywood Jeff says Marina Shafir. And the randomizer says Tony Storm. Hey, look at that. Randomizer, you didn't go crazy here. Why'd you pick Tony Storm?
Peaches Baby Tone is my favorite.
Of course. Look, I'm telling you this right now. That is your second warning. Okay? That is your second warning. So I'm just going to say it.
That's just plain unacceptable.
Okay.
All right. So let's address some comments from the thing. So do we get any returns at Revolution like a Samoa Joe? Yes. Yeah, we'll get returns. I don't know who. I'm a little unsure about Samoa Joe because I think Samoa Joe left for filming something. So wasn't it the Street Fighter movie or something? So there's a little like, is he coming back? I don't know. But I do say we get some returns. Crazy as it may sound, I think we might get Adam Copeland back. Adam Copeland seems like a one. Switchblade Jay White. I don't think that'll get the response we expected to. The Ric-Hard life story movie. Edge and Christian. Yeah, that'd be cool. Although I don't think he can call himself Edge yet, but we'll see. That said, we'll see about the returns. We'll see. Right. Blank match. Blank match. Right. Okay. So this deserves an explanation here. There is a match. Stop laughing, Lou. There is a match that we had on our list that is apparently... That's what I get. This guy.
Trust the process. Ric-Hard.
Trust the process. Damn right. Okay, so the match that we have on our card is Big Boom AJ going up against TBA in what is called a TBA match stipulation, which means at the time that we put up the picks, we didn't know what the stipulation would be. We didn't even know if it was going to be a singles match, but we know it's going to be Big Boom AJ, maybe with a partner, maybe by himself, going up against someone in a match. And the rule is, if Big Boom AJ has a match and it's against one other, like the options are either him or his team versus another team and just one other option. That's how it goes. You get a point for that. We have too many people who submitted picks in writing for this match. Even though the match is not announced, we think it will occur in some form or another. So the match is on the list. And here we go. I'm going to go with Big Boom AJ or his team or whatever happens. Whatever side he's on gets the win in the match. That's it's the infantry. The infantry is who they're going up against. Okay. Well, if they're going up against the infantry, I say Team Big Boom AJ wins. So, and I think he's teaming up with QT Marshall. That's the update. Yeah, I'm picking AJ and QT to win. That's my pick. Who do you got? Lou says Big Boom wins. It sounds like, does that not sound like a baby's tag team? It's Team Big Boom. I did Big Boom in my diaper. See, now people on the internet are gonna splice that out of context. I don't like that. Big Boom wins. Big Boom and QT Marshall for the win. You see, everybody loves Big Boom. Boom, boom. All right, here we go. One-man band decides TBA for the win. Well, there you go. Party's over that fast, just as much as it started. Tornado says Big Boom AJ for the win. So he's going with Big Boom AJ's team. And then we got Hollywood just says TBA, followed by the randomizer saying TBA. Folks, we got a 4-3 split. Whew. That could be a game changer. You see? And it's someone, you know what's going to be funny? If someone in the chat room who's in the comments right now and should be in studio, but he's not, gets the winning point because of this match. I wonder, would he give up his point after the match when it happens and he's in the lead over people like, let's say, Jeff because of this? Huh? Are you going to give up that point, Lou? You know, because that's how you should do it. You should be like, you know what? Oh, you don't care. You don't care about the point. Okay. Well, let me tell you this right now.
I don't think so, pal. That's not how this works.
I love how the screen is black, so you can't tell if some error happened. Okay, Big Boom AJ's match. We covered it. We had the fun with the screen. We're gonna move on. Here we go. The Triple Threat Trios Tag Team match, or rather, the Triple Threat Tag Team match. I honestly don't know how they call it, but here we go. It is it's a trios match for the trios title. That's what it is. Okay. It's Don Callis family, Kazuchika Okada, Kyle Fletcher, and Mark Davis going up against Mystico and the team of Jet Speed, which is comprised of the Jet, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey. It's a trios match for the AEW World Trios Championship. Lou, you go first. Oh, you don't care about making a pick? Okay. So we're just gonna put NA in the thing. Let me just get that in. NA. Champs retain. Oh. So you do care. So what was this comment about, huh? I don't care about submitting picks. Make believe match. Yeah, no. I know what that's in reference to. You don't care about making picks. Fine. I'll take it. Champs retain. So you're picking the Don Callis family. We will allow it. Don Callis family is his pick. And I'm inclined to agree with you. Don Callis family for the win. That's my pick too. And we've got Damian Heater saying Don Callis family for the win as well. That's 3 for the Don Callis family. Okay. Could we have it? Let's find out. One man band says Callis family. Tornado says Don Callis family. Hollywood Jeff says the Don Callis family. And the randomizer says Don Callis family. Randomizer?
Trust the process. Ric-Hard.
Oh, okay. Well, randomizer, in case you don't realize this, something very special happened for the first time on this show, this particular recording. And that is that we, say it with me, 1, 2, 3.
We got a consensus! We got a consensus!
Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah, let me address this in the comment section. Willow defends her TBS title on 0 Hour and tag belts on the main card. So those matches were added after we submitted the match card. We will not be updating that. So there won't be predictions on that match. Oh, man. So sorry, Damian Heater, we won't be doing predictions on that match. I hope you understand. It's not a perfect process, but it is a process, and we have to have it in mind. So it's nothing against the match. I'm sure it'll be a fun match, as will all other 50 other matches on this card. I'm just kidding. It does get a little too much. Oh, randomizer, stop malfunctioning. That said, next match. Here we go. Tekla versus Chris Statlander in a match that is 2 out of 3 falls for the AEW World's Women's Championship. I said that wrong. I got the W words incorrect, but that's the match. I'm going to pick Tekla for the win. That's my pick. Lou, who do you got? Come on. Come on. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Tekla. Okay. Nice. And look at that. Damien Heater also chimed in. Tekla for the win. What are you guys, like, sharing notes? Come on. Get creative, folks. Get creative, folks. Tekla, Tekla, Tekla. Try saying that multiple times. The woman band says Chris for the win. So he's picking Statlander. Okay. Tornado picks Tekla. Hollywood Jeff picks Tekla. The randomizer picks Tekla. Randomizer, what's your logic?
Remember, I like blondes. Remember, I like blondes.
Yeah. Hey, can't fault you. But it's some pretty good taste. So, okay. That's 6 for Tekla. 1 for Chris Statlander. Whew. This could be one-man band's night if he gets it right. If. And that's a very big if. We're going to find out. That said, next match. Swerve Strickland versus Brody King. Tekla wins 2-1 versus Chris. Yeah, I mean, can you recall that many 2 out of 3 falls matches where they don't go 1-1 at the beginning and then go to the final round? It doesn't happen often. That said, this match is probably the most predictable one, I think. Yeah, Swerve Strickland for the win. That's my pick. Lou, who do you got? Don't think about it. Don't think too hard about it. Look, even Damien Heater said it. Swerve Strickland for the win. And Lou says Swerve as well. Wait, are you saying Swerve Strickland? Or are you saying you're going to swerve us and pick Brody King? Should I write Brody King? Is that what I should do? The banger match of the night will be Bandito versus Andrade. Swerve King. Not how that works. Not how that works.
What the hell is that?
What's the correct one? Come on. For the sake of clarity, Swerve Strickland. All right, full. There you go. We have the. It's as a matter of record. It's on the books now. Good. Okay. So that's 3 for Swerve Strickland. What do we got from everybody else? One man band says Swerve. Tornado says Swerve Strickland. Hollywood just says Swerve. And the randomizer says Swerve Strickland. Randomizer, what are your thoughts?
Swerve
it doesn't matter what your thoughts are.
Swerve
because
Swerve
we got a consensus. I wanted to hit that so hard. Swerve Strickland for the win. Oh, gosh. I'm losing my voice arguing with the randomizer. Jeez, now I see why. The benefits of having multiple people. Remember, folks, AI does not make your life easier. Take that to the bank. That said, next match. And it's going to be a banger, according to Damien Heater. It's Bandito going up against Andrade El Idolo. Now, here's the real question I have for you. Not who wins this match, but will Andrade take off his pants mid-match at any point? That's a question. Now, if you've watched any of the clips of him on the indies or, in house shows, you know exactly what I'm referencing there with the taking off his pants comment. But, oh, man. Andrade versus Bandito. I'm going to go with Andrade for the win. Yep. You took the words right out of my mouth. Damian Heater also picks Andrade for the win. Lou, who do you got? Who do you got, Lou? Come on. Put it in the chat. Come on, let me know. What a surprise. What a surprise. Jeez. Yet another copy-paste. You know what? Let them have it, folks. For shame, Lou. All right, here we go. One Man Band says Andrade for the win. Tornado says Andrade El Idolo. Hollywood Jeff says Andrade El Idolo. And the Randomizer says Andrade El Idolo. That means we got
consensus! We got a consensus!
someday that's going to be remixed and put in a club as a siren.
Damon likes flippy moves, and Red is cool.
Wait, what?
Damon likes flippy moves, and Red is cool.
Yeah, we're going to get a lot of the flippy dippy stuff. Jim Cornette's going to probably argue about how this isn't really real wrestling on his show. How does AEW get out of the situation if Hangman loses? He cannot challenge for the world title again. I mean, it's the same conundrum that we had when Cody Rhodes couldn't challenge for the world title again. Kind of booked him into a corner. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So let's take it easy there. Easy, he gets frustrated. I don't think that's how that works. And that's the way. And that's the stray. That's the story. Yeah. I figured what you were saying before you did the edit, but okay. Okay, we're gonna highlight the typo though. Destroy. That's destroy. Because that's not even a word. All right. We'll get there. We'll get there, Damian Heater. One match at a time. Here we go. The match you were asking about earlier, the AEW Continental Championship match with no time limit. It's Jon Moxley going up against Konosuke Takeshita. Lou, you go first. Who do you got? Moxley. That's your pick. Moxley. That's your pick. Okay. I'm going to go with the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita, for the win. Moxley's unstoppable, my ass. Dude gets stopped all the time. The lousy booking. Yeah. Konosuke Takeshita for the win. That's who I picked to win it. You can't convince me otherwise. And thank goodness we've got Damian Heater says Takeshita for the win. That's 2 for Takeshita. That's what you get for picking Moxley, Lou. That's what you get for picking Moxley. Because, oh wait, no, you've actually got some help here. The one-man band picks Jon Moxley. Tornado picks Konosuke Takeshita. There we go. Hollywood Jeff picks Jon Moxley. Whoa, what? And the randomizer picks Jon Moxley. It's a 3-4 split, and I'm on the outs. That can't be right. Okay. Randomizer, what's your logic? What's your logic?
Moxley.
Okay, was that supposed to be a Joey Styles impression? Is that what's going on? All those missing was for you to say, oh my God. Oh my God. But okay. Okay. Fine. Moxley. Got it. That's your pick. Hi. 4-3 in favor of Moxley. I never thought I'd see the day for that match, but okay. Next match, and yes, Damian Heater, you called it, in what is probably the 50th time they fight each other. Young Bucks versus FTR is so boring. Needs to end at Revolution forever. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Do you need a chair shot to wake up?
No, I don't need a chair. I mean, this match is putting me to sleep, dude. How many times am I going to watch them do the same thing over and over again? It's a tag team match for the World Tag Team Championship. How many times are they going to fight? How many times are they going to fight? I'd rather see Takeshita versus the Rainmaker, Okada, going to go all the way to All In London in August for the title. Yep. Takeshita versus Rainmaker will be great. FTR versus Young Bucks, number 1,000. I don't think it's at 1,000, but it's getting there. Definitely feels like it's getting there. That said, I go first, and screw it. I say Young Bucks. Young Bucks for the win. That's my pick. Hey, all right. Young Bucks for the win. Edge and Christian return. Oh, man. But wouldn't that be... Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. For Damian Heater, this question goes out to you. Wouldn't it make more sense if you think Edge and Christian are going to return that you have FTR retain as champs? Like, why don't you think they would retain? And that's just a genuine question here because I'm curious why you would have FTR. So you're thinking they'll come back to screw FTR. Okay. FTR gets screwed by Edge and Christian. You know what? Yeah. Okay, I can see it. That'd be cool. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll allow it. Young Bucks for the win. Hey, you're agreeing with me, so I'm not going to complain. Anyways, we have Lou saying FTR for the win, so that's something. You're allowed to be incorrect, Lou. As the saying goes, you picked FTR, and to that, I say very plainly, hey, what the heck? Where's the clip? Where's the clip, people? Oh, there it is.
That's a really good point. I would like to say no, and I think I'm right, actually.
FTR tuck out Beth Phoenix, Edge's wife. Yes, they did. So Edge is not going to forget that. Definitely going to see FTR get screwed here. That said, that's 2 for the Young Bucks, 1 for FTR. We've got the one man saying Young Bucks. Tornado says Young Bucks. Hollywood Jeff says FTR. And the randomizer says FTR. Randomizer. What is your logic?
FFFFF, the rest I like, lose big.
Oh, well, I mean, keep in mind, Lou's only got 1 point. So he's far behind the lead. Are you sure you want to be copying him?
Oops.
Too little, too late. You picked FTR, you stay with FTR. That's what you get. But that is a 2. Oh no, it's a 3-4 split, actually. Wow. A lot of those. This is gonna be a crazy show. And speaking of crazy, final match. It's AEW World Championship match. Texas Death Match. MJF versus Don't Hang Out with That Man, Adam Page. I think Edge retires in Toronto this year. I mean, we know it's coming. Yeah. Yeah, I think he does. I think he does. That said, Lou, who do you pick for this Texas death match? Really, MJF? MJF. Remember, there is a stipulation here, which I didn't bring up before. So, aside from it being a Texas death match, the stipulation is if Page loses, he will never be able to challenge for the AEW World Championship ever again. Which is a super crazy stipulation. I'm kind of sick of Texas death matches in AEW. I don't know about that, man. It's not like they. Do you feel like they happen too much? I know AEW gets a little bit over the top with the death matches and the violent stuff and all that stuff. Ooh, interesting. Swerve Strickland screws Hangman Adam Page. And the show is in LA. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but Swerve Strickland comment. Now that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think somebody is screwing over Adam Page here. Maybe it's Samoa Joe. Who knows? But Texas equals LA. I don't think that's how that works.
What the hell is that?
Equals LA. Somebody gonna fill me in on that state. LA bum scrum. Okay. All right. That's it, Lou. You're banned. You said MJF.
Relax, Lou.
Yeah, tell him Randomizer. All right, we got your pick. Lou said MJF. And screw it. I'm gonna agree with him. MJF for the win. Let's get this over with. Woman Man says MJF. Tornator says MJF. Hollywood Jeff says MJF. The randomizer picks MJF. And Damian Heater, in his final pick from the audience, says MJF. Nobody thinks that Hangman Adam Page can win this match, which means one thing. One thing. Here we go. And I'm going to say it extra loud.
We got a consensus! We got a consensus!
That took a lot out of my voice. I don't know if I can keep doing this every randomizer. You got to start talking more. Like, come on. Do something here. Oh man. No, I'm just kidding. My voice is fine, folks. That said, that's going to be it for
Heel for Life MJF.
Heel for Life MJF. That's going to be it for our review of that. And for those of you who are unaware, we do have the final score. One more time. Pull it up. That's the final score. Just so that people can know. That was the final score. I don't have it anymore. But it doesn't matter. That was our predictions battle for Reyes Reyes Night 1, I should say, and AEW Revolution. Folks, we're going to find out how it all plays out this weekend. So, with that said, and in honor of there's Mercedes Moné return at Revolution after the women's title match. No, I don't think she does. I get that's a pay-per-view, but no, I don't think she does. That said, in honor of Reyes, let's go with a different outro this time instead of the smooth.
Bye, folks. Ric-Hard, when is Lou back?
When is Lou back? When he gets out of the commentary room, which could be a while. So sit tight. That said, thank you, everybody. Have a good... It doesn't matter. Damn. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Enjoy a little bit of spice.
¡Viva la lucha! ¡Viva el TFS!
Oh, man, that was rough. Yep.
De los campeones se
Massage my neck a little bit.
y las emociones no paran.
Left
En
equals next
4-7
time.
lo ganan anillos, Ric-Hard es el rey, y One Man Band, la trivia es su ley. El Randomizer decide, el destino es incierto. TFSPOD, el hogar de los superfans.